69. So, this is episode 69.
Hmm.
I didn't tend to have more sex stories, sex related stuff, because sex, is good.
Yeah.
Uh,
But then the
Also,
president got
wait.
shot.
God damn it.
So.
Could you wait? I was gonna show them what came up first when I looked up 69.
Oh. You,
Unironically, I'm a little surprised that it hadn't happened a little sooner. But,
I mean, there was. I think it was in Vegas. He had a rally, and a person went to a security officer and tried grabbing his gun at a rally.
oof.
So there have been incidents before,
But we're
but
just
nothing
ignoring
this
all that.
big. Yeah, I mean, I guess the point is that in this case, he literally had shots at the president. He had his shot, 9 shots, if I remember right. It was like 9 bullets. But the other cases, it didn't come that far. But this case, you can go to the nearest building, get to the roof, and the people won't notice you, and you just shoot. But we'll go over the article, and it shows exactly like what happened. A picture
But
showing like where he was.
cool. Let's do it then. Trump
A little
heads to
crazy.
convention as authorities investigate motive and secure.
Yeah, so they constantly update this website.
Okay,
Like
gotcha,
or
gotcha.
this one like article. They're just constantly updating, and now they're putting it like, oh, he's about to go to the RNC. Literally, like the day after, 2 days after, he's going to the Republican National Convention. Dude, that convention is gonna be so fucking hyped up, right? Like,
Oh, he
imagine.
won. He
Yeah,
won. He
he
won
won.
at
He
least
won.
his own nomination. We don't know about
Yeah.
the general, but he
Well, yeah,
definitely won his nomination.
yeah. I mean, no one else is going to compete with him. I
Not
mean,
that fucking
most popular
no.
man in the room.
Very much so. Bit of a Teddy Roosevelt moment there.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie, honestly, it's I mean, shit. Even that photo right there, it's like,
yeah.
man took a bullet and then
TDR,
came right back.
Ronald Reagan.
Oh yeah. So it says here the opponent's events follow an attack that shook the firmament of the American political system, causing a temporary detente and heated presidential campaign, expected to resume again during the Republican National Convention. A full day after the shooting, the motives remain a mystery. Investigators saying they believe he acted alone before he was fatally shot by Secret Service agents by an independent security review of the attack, which killed a bystander. That bystander, by the way, was a retired firefighter. God damn.
Yep.
Critically wounded two others and prompted questions about how a gunman was able to open fire from a rooftop. I'm hearing some crazy stories that they actually saw him, that people were
Yeah, in the
reporting.
article they go over how rally goers they point out, hey, there's a guy on top of this little like structure, this little building, and a building is probably giving it more than what it really is. I mean, you think of a building maybe like 3, 4 stories high. This wasn't that tall,
Mm-hmm.
and they
Here
said
it
like, oh,
is.
there's a guy coming up there with a gun. Literally the nearest structure to the rally, at least from this angle, from that way, and people were saying, "Hey, there's a guy going up there with a gun. He's up there, fucking suspicious as hell." And at first, people thought, "Oh, did nobody go check? Did nobody go look?" But in the article, they pointed this out, and I saw this on Twitter, but I wanted to wait till it went to like a reputable site to know if it was true.
Mm-hmm.
That officers went to check on it, and one officer, when going up there, was met with a gun. The rooftop gunman pointed his rifle at the officer, and then he went back down.
Bro just
And they
noped
say
out. He just
yeah, like
noped out. He
he
saw
just
the
noped out. He's
shooter.
like, he looks over, gets the fucking like barrels to the face. He's like, okay, carry on, and goes back down. And we're thinking like, did you like immediately radio the Secret Service or somebody? Did you yell shooter like at least,
You
or
know,
did you just go down? We're like, okay, well, shit's about to go down.
I'll be the conspiracy one
I'm
after just
four
ripping
days
it.
from retirement.
Fuck it,
Like I
I'll
got,
do it. I'll be the conspiracy one. I think they might have been on it. It's like it has this whole shit has the same energy of 18-year-old goes on killing spree with like $200,000 worth of ammo and
yeah,
weapons. It's like
it's
how the
so
fuck did an 18-year-old get his hand? How the fuck did someone get that close? Assailant fired several shots from less than 150 meters. Do you
and it
know that a human being can run 100 meters in like 10 seconds, right?
it's
It's
ridiculous.
it's short. That is a short brisk walk.
It's dumb.
Like so it's it makes you wonder how how the security was
Yeah.
so lax. Yeah,
And one of the
so
nearest structures.
400 feet.
You would think that like at the nearest building you'd have people there, or maybe you'd have
Yeah.
people looking at it to like, be sure what were the snipers looking at. There's some videos you find on Twitter. I don't know if they're real, of like the snipers
Hmm.
noticing it but not reacting fast enough. I don't know if those are real, but at least what we know from this AP article, which is a reputable source, is an officer did come up, look at it, and then noped out. And then they say immediately after the sniper started firing. Now, given that context, maybe it makes sense why the person missed his shot. He, I mean, he probably just immediately started panicking, right? The officers were on his trail. He's like, oh, fuck, they know I'm here. And he's just started blasting. At least that's what the article
So I started
suggests.
blasting. Do they have
Yeah, so
the
I just started blasting. But,
do they have the do they have the video of him?
no, I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah, they do.
the video of him getting shot, so that's pretty graphic.
Is it?
Well, of the shooter getting shot. Of
Oh
Trump, no,
god,
not
no,
really.
no, no. I don't
I thought you
know.
were saying of the shooter getting shot. I'm like, oh, I've seen those
The
photos
dude
on
getting
Twitter. I mean, it
murked.
was
No,
on
no.
X.
No, the guy getting murked. No, 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 no.
Yeah.
They I
So
would
like,
expect nothing less. I would
find some
expect
graphic photos.
No, I would expect
Uh,
nothing less. Just no. It's fine. Not that. This. Oh, they already hit him. I think.
yeah.
Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, Jesus.
Like if it's not a conspiracy, it's crazy incompetence.
It
Like
is.
extreme incompetence.
Yeah, like it is a little. You know what's funny is that I don't know if we cover the story, but this is why you don't have guns at the national convention.
Yeah.
Fine. I'll give you guys one Republican conspiracy just so I can balance out this. This also could be a ploy to be like to push anti-gun legislation through. I mean, the guy's a
Mm.
registered Republican, but also donated a shitload of money to Biden, but also possesses an AR-15.
Well, he donated $15 to a progressive political action committee, but then he's also a registered Republican.
Mm-hmm.
Really weird.
Worked for BlackRock, or at least was in a BlackRock commercial. I think at one point
Yeah.
it resurfaced,
Which
and
fuels the conspiracies.
oh god, it does.
But it's like, why, out of all the people to do your shot, why would you do it to this person? Why him? Why, like, now? like, there's too many questions to be had as to why they would do this to Trump. Who knows? Like, if you're going to into the conspiracy side of things, people could say, oh, they did this to boost his ratings.
No,
Did he really need it though? I'd argue not really. I mean, it secures him the election. At least a lot of people would say it secures his election. But after the debate and Biden sort of fumbling, I mean, Trump was already sort of destined to win. But
all I'm gonna
with
say is
this,
this: they chose a hell of an assassin because
yeah,
there are some stories. There are some stories about. There's some stories about how it was a terrible shot in college. He was apparently. Here, I have it right now. Apparently, he had some classmates. I wish we had a rifle team back in our school, but we were in the hood. Those kids would have walked out and shot people. But like apparently where he
mm,
went to, they had a rifle team. Hold on. Let me just make it smaller.
yeah.
Matthew,
So
terrible
sorry.
shot, former classmate says. The man suspected of attempted to assassinate Donald Trump, killing a man and wounding two others, was rejected by the high school's rifle team and shot terribly, according to his classmates. You guys picked a hell of an assassin. You, god
Yeah. So
damn.
for
And
the
he
people that are
can't
like,
see.
this guy was handpicked by BlackRock to do an assassination. It's like, so you picked the dude who couldn't even make it to the rifle squad
Who can't
of his
fucking
high school,
see.
of like of his the local team.
The guy can't shoot straight, and the guy can't fucking see. And they're like, this guy.
Yeah.
This is our guy. I mean, look, in terms of maybe when they do a character check or a background check on him and they realize, like, or, sorry, what do they call it when a character check or when they go
Yeah. Well,
and
background
interview?
check.
I'm talking about when they do, like, an interview. Sorry, specifically when they interview people he knew.
Okay.
Yeah, to get, like, a character, like, to understand who he is. Maybe you'll come to find out that he really liked printing guns in his basement or killing
Maybe.
frogs with a hammer. I don't know. But, like, Like unless he probably had to fit some like character profile they really liked because what a shit pick for an assassin. I'm sorry to rag on a man who got his head blown off, but it's like you shot an innocent fireman, and then you shot two other people who had like just normal ass people who were at a Trump rally. It's like, man,
You know, if
bite the
anything,
curb.
if you want, like, if someone's gonna do the conspiracy bait, be like, oh, he was hired to do this. Maybe they hired him because they knew he would miss, right?
That's a
Like they hired him. It's like,
roundabout
all right,
fucking
like,
conspiracy
gotta
theory.
hire him with the whole idea that he's going to murder the president. But
All
the people behind
conspiracies.
the scenes, BlackRock, quote unquote, alleged
We
conspiracy
all
bait
know.
bullshit. Yeah, like, oh, they're probably like, well, he'll miss. He couldn't even make it on the fucking team, right? Like, yeah. Yeah, so it's like, well, we'll hire this dude, not me, but BlackRock, quote unquote, alleged Alex Jones deep space conspiracy. Put him in a place that's very public, super close to the president. He couldn't do it far enough away where people weren't really, like, literally calling him out and officers going up to his fucking side ladder, right? And have him attempt to shoot the president, kill him, and then miss, boost his ratings. And if you want to know the president that's most pro
I'm
business,
back.
who BlackRock would probably most approve, my guess it would be Trump.
I just
Going on
feel
the
like they
conspiracy
should have
side of
had
things.
more money to get a better guy though, like someone who could miss on
Well,
purpose.
maybe.
You know, like
I
why
mean, you could say that it is risky. Like, you got a dude who,
who misses on accident? It's like,
yeah, because
man,
he could hit on accident, but maybe that's the thing. Maybe they have to find someone who's not serious.
he has a big
Yeah.
bubble on his lip. Well,
I
I
don't
guess
know.
we
But
need to
that's the
talk
problem with
about.
conspiracies.
You
There's
know
so much
what?
stuff you don't know.
You know what? I guess another thing we should talk about with this is that have politics gone too hot? Has shit got too heated? Is the rhetoric coming out
Well,
of
yeah.
the
I mean, you look
sides
at
making this
studies,
shit?
negative polarization has been increasing
Well, what are you?
year after
We'll
year.
talk about what your opinion is. The studies are great, but like people can go read those. What about you? Tell me your thoughts on this, because I'll start. It's both sides have been really increasing their rhetoric in the last few years. The whole Republicans are possibly going to destroy democracy, and they want to do this and that. Whether or not those are true claims, uh, they might be valid claims. Yeah, they may not be. The It has the same energy of the claims on the other side. Where the Democrats, or sorry, where the how do you put it? Where the Dems, you know, fuck. Hold on. Let me go back. You know how for a long time both parties have basically been saying that they want to take away like voting in some form or another, or they want to make your voting fake, or you make your voting matter less. You know, it's
Yeah.
like that's where rhetoric like this goes. That is the end state for rhetoric like this, is people dying,
Yeah.
and like how why would you not, right? Like if one side's telling you, hey, our democracy is being stolen, or hey, our democracy is about to die if so and so gets elected, both of which have been stated, by the way. Both sides have stated
Yeah.
that now at this point. They have it. Like it, credibility aside, like it doesn't help our chances for those of us who do believe in democracy to do shit like this, because it gives a lot of fuel to the opposition. It legitimizes their claim, and it makes you guys look like the undemocratic ones. I don't know if you known this, but uh, when Hitler came to power, before he came to power, he did several attempts, and he failed a few times. I think he was even shot during the beer push. It was basically a giant riot from him and his fascists, and the guy got shot, and he came back. So just to remind you, just because like violence isn't a guarantee, and quite frankly, the conservatives are better at it than we are, because a lot of us
Yeah.
don't like guns. So this isn't a game we should be playing. And if we do have to play this game, I'd rather have the sympathy of the whole world and possibly my fellow countrymen if the fascists come for us first.
Eh,
There you go. This isn't a good game to play. This is a bad this is a bad route to go down for both sides. You know, you believe in democracy even when you don't get the results you want. Cuz when you don't get the results you want, especially on a federal level, cuz let's be real, you're not going to get the results you want. Guaranteed half of your life will be under presidents you hate. The
Yeah.
best thing you can do is make those changes in your local level. Be active in your local community. Actually, try to be politically active in any small body. There's lots of tiny little bodies around your city, from the boards, the various commissions. The hell, just go make comments on City Hall. Go harass. That's basically the legal equivalent of harassing your politicians. You can yell at them for 3 uninterrupted minutes. It's wonderful. And unless you curse for just 3 minutes straight, you can tell them their shit in various ways. It I guess what I'm trying to say is that there's more ways to participate outside of the federal level, and I guess maybe, just maybe, if this young man understood that or internalized that better, maybe he would have taken this energy and put it into somewhere else.
Yeah.
I guess that's my long, rambly ass perspective on political violence and
Yeah.
hell, I even with the point I made earlier about like, hey, the right might win in violence. Preferably, violence is not good because we want a world where right might doesn't make right. Right? We want a world where the most people support things for the best reasons possible, and good people want good things for good reasons, right?
Yeah.
And going down this route, we are actively fighting against that world. Even if it feels like we're trying to preserve it, we've seen where this route goes down. It doesn't work for us. It doesn't work in general. But also, to be honest, like they got more fascists. I mean, it'll probably just clear the way for the what was his name, Florida, the guy from Florida, to come through.
DeSantis.
Yeah, it'll probably just clear the way for fucking DeSantis. To be honest, and he's
Yeah.
much worse and he's much smarter. So uh, yeah, I guess that's all I gotta say on this. What
I
about
guess I
you?
look at it from a different way. When I see
Shoot.
this, I'm like, oh, this is a president that when Nancy Pelosi, political opponent, had her house intruded by a person with a hammer who hit her husband in the head with a hammer, played it off as a joke, talked about how horrible Nancy Pelosi was, and acted as if this was nothing big, nothing too serious. This is the president when the Michigan governor, when there was a plot to capture her by people armed with guns, played it off and said it was nothing serious, alluded to January 6th, nothing serious, who played off people who literally went to the Capitol to try to overthrow the election. Some of them not, some of them yes, but many with guns. Some even planted a rudimentary bomb that didn't go off as nothing serious. When the vice president is telling him, hey, maybe you should send in people to stop all these protesters going into Congress who might attack them, who probably would attack them, he said, no, nothing serious. Let's not really care about it. This is a person who, when there's protesters, near the Capitol at a church, goes in, goes after them with trying to get the military to go after him when the general says, no, I'm not going to allow you bringing the military to go after peaceful protesters, goes after just a photo shoot with the Bible.
Don't forget the
Like,
Charlottesville comment
yeah, the Charlottesville comment when there was people when he
on
said
good
both
both
sides,
sides. Yeah.
yeah, and there was literally Nazis on one side.
Wasn't there
This is
also a
a person that's
thing?
been stoking the flames and has been
Yeah.
undermining the threat of people committing violence on his side against the people on the left.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's just ironic. It's bittersweet irony to see someone who doesn't care about violence going toward the left, and then violence comes over to his side. Horrible. Shouldn't happen. These things will only make America more like unstable, make it worse. But it's bittersweet irony for the person who stokes the flames the most to then get an assassination attempt on him.
So I agree with you. I do. The thing is that Trump has at every stage invited this by
Mhm.
threatening. individuals, by threatening groups. However, the only reason why I say what I say is because I'm just not entirely convinced that making the offensive strike would be the more desirable thing.
Yeah.
Whether or not that will bear the better outcome. Whether or not, uh, and I don't know, because the government acted against Hitler proactively, and that did not go the way they wanted. He ended up getting into government. However, there's other examples other than Hitler, and whether or not this will bear out again, the same way or
Yeah.
similar, don't know. However, you're right. You this is a reckoning that I think both sides need to come to when it comes to rhetoric, but definitely the Republicans need to also come to terms with as well. When you guys say things like lock her up, hang her high,
Yeah.
uh, you
Calling
know,
Nancy Pelosi a traitor to the country, committing
you call
tyranny.
trans people groomers. Like your guys' rhetoric has been hot for the last 60, 70 years. And fuck, you might have put the fear in God into some people. So, I guess on in that way it's like everybody's responsible for a toning down of the political rhetoric, but at the same time, if Trump was smart, let's be real, if he was a smart politician, and he is, he's going to ride this for all it's worth, and he's going to push that polarization hard. Unity only benefits Biden. Genuine take. I think unity
Hmm.
only benefits Biden. Polarization would benefit Trump. So Trump has no incentive to encourage calm, to encourage unity, to encourage a toning down of the rhetoric. There's a there's a so we'll see. I guess all eyes will be on the national convention in a few days. So, oh boy, what do you think? Also, we got a minute left,
We only have 1 minute.
less than a minute.
Oh,
Say your
well.
piece.
Oh, no. If there was a person who joined in, but I didn't want to like go in the middle of your dialogue or your monologue,
I'm just
but then
talking
they
at the
left. I'm like,
void. It's fine. Oh, two are
okay.
watching now. I hope that's not just you monitoring the stream.
Could be, but there was a third.
Oh, there was a third. There was more. Oh no! I am alone. I am alone. Now I must wait for my host to also make a VOD. While I sit and wait. While I sit and wait and wait. Yes. Okay. Okay. Oh man. All right. It's all back now.
Am I muted? Oh boy. Recluse, noise, recluse. Yo. Mm. Are we done conspiracy baiting about the shooter? With the shooter? I just, I guess, is extreme incompetence. I mean, the fact that an officer came up, saw him, and went back down, fearing for his life, right? I mean, that's the assumption is that he got the gun pointed at him and he's like, oh, fuck, and noped out of there. Yeah, it's like, all right, carry on, carry on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, it's just there's so many levels in which there was extreme incompetence. I'm not surprised people think it's a fucking conspiracy. Either way, people would have thought it was a conspiracy, right? Because it's a presidential shooting, it's an assassination attempt. But in so many levels, they failed. People called out the shooter. At first, people thought that nobody went to check. That's suspicious. But actually, people did go to check, but they didn't stop them. That almost makes it worse. It's like so the people did go and they didn't stop them, according to AP, reputable news source. Like,
It does make it
Jesus.
worse. It makes it worse in every single way. And I was also muted for like 10 seconds, so I wonder how long you were just talking to like the void.
Yeah.
You just talking, looking like a schizo, having a full conversation with nobody.
Mm.
I'm just kidding. Okay. Anyways, no, there's a lot of suspicious shit in this, and the funniest part is that no matter what conclusion we get out of this, it's not going to change jack shit because Biden's still probably going to lose.
Well, yeah. I mean, he was already on the trajectory to lose, right? He was already on the downward spiral. People didn't have much hope for him before the debate, and then the debate made his ratings plummet. And he had a horrible press conference where he tried to address it, where he called Kamala his VP Trump. He said, "My VP Donald Trump." He calls Zelensky Putin. He's been fumbling every fucking bag. He was dropping the ball, and then Trump gets shot and lives. Everything is going in the direction for him to lose and Trump to win. Like
He's
it's
a
just shitty.
goddamn
It's a
man
shitty
on the
time to
mountain.
be a Democrat. To be
Yeah,
toward the left.
kind of is, yeah. You want to move on then?
Yeah.
Bye bye. So, what's our next article? Let's look it up.
I think it's. I think that was a little bit. I want to see more come out from it, but it was the document case.
There's also the misinformation, but oh, you already talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
know.
mean, I guess there's it was just like one video
Oh, okay, okay.
where, because I just on Twitter you can see so much fucking
I hate
like
using Twitter
misinformation.
because of
Yeah,
you know.
which some information is true, some it's fake. But there was a video of a guy screaming out about how all Republicans were bad. It was a super grainy video, and they kept saying, "Oh, look, it's Thomas Matthew Crooks, his like right wing page. Like it's him. Look at this dude. He's talking about how bad Republicans are, but it's not him."
Apparently,
And I
there
know
was
it's,
another video of a guy out there. This.
mm,
Oh,
but it's so dumb.
that is definitely not the same guy.
Yeah,
One more time. Republican throats! Slash fascist throats! Death to fascists!
God, that is such a 2016 like reaction.
yeah,
God, I had a flashback.
yeah. It is North 16 reaction, but on the little like notes at the bottom, he talks about how no, this video is actually way older, and this
Oh
isn't
shit.
him.
Ah, it is way
Yeah,
older. Huh. Let's see. Well, that's how
it doesn't
deceptive
seem to be him.
image. That's how deceptive imaging works.
Yeah,
Misinformation's fun because you can just say something is something else, and that's as far as you have to go
yeah,
sometimes. Ain't
and
that a
it's
bitch?
shitty.
Shit, run it through a compression. Run it through compression
Yeah.
once or twice, and then there you go. Make it even more ambiguous.
And then a bunch of people are going to believe it because they don't have any standard for what to believe and what not to believe. And things slip by me too. Things slip by everyone,
No one's perfect.
right? No one's perfect, but yeah,
This is a blurry ass video. You
yeah.
can't even see, dude. You can't even make out details in this.
Republican!
And look
The
at the editor's notes,
editor's
or
notes.
there's like a little editor's note from the X, right? Them fact checking.
Yeah, no, that was where you got the link for the other one,
Yeah,
the
at
more clear one.
ASU,
But you
like a
can't even
university.
see this shit though. Like, you can't even make out any deals on the man. So, here you go.
Republican throats!
Nice.
Fascist throats!
Now that's not class Gucci. That's not big Gucci energy money. Damn.
Yep.
Big money Gucci energy. I just... Oh, man. Okay. Let's go. Oh, Destiny tweets about Trump. Did you not like what he said? Did he
I
even
didn't get the tweet from it because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it.
Damn. Why would you tease me this way?
I mean, if you look at it, you'll probably be able to find it. He just was talking shit about the person who died.
Why?
I'm like, oh.
Why? Why?
Look, I can see why people would cheer on their political opponents die. Like, I wouldn't do it. But, you know, I can see why people do it. But to cheer on a bystander dying, that's... Oh. It's rough.
You know what? I'm not gonna be able to find it. I'm not gonna go through fucking Twitter. I'm not that versed in Twitter.
That's okay. I was iffy about even doing it. I'm like, is there even a point?